A two-time All-American and the 1994 Southwest Conference Player of the Year, Lucie Ludvigova was among the catalysts who led the Longhorns to their second NCAA team title in 1995. Ludvigova joined the Longhorns as a junior during the 93-94 season, and she played her freshman season at Midland Junior College, her sophomore year at NCAA Division II Grand Canyon University, where she also won the NCAA singles title. But in her first semester at Texas, she became the first Longhorn to win the singles draw at the ITA All-American Championships. She also claimed a second individual national title that semester at the ITA National Indoor Championships. She helped carry Texas to the semifinals of the team competition at the 1994 NCAA Championships. Ludvigova starred at number 2 singles on the 94-95 Texas team that saw 6 Longhorns earn ITA All-America honors. Texas advanced to the NCAA title match for the second time in 3 seasons and edged Florida 5-4 to win its second national team title in 3 seasons. Lucie played 2 years of professional tennis and returned to the University of Texas as an assistant coach from 1998 to 2001. Today, she is a coach at the Austin Tennis Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucie Ludvigova Schmidhauser.
Hello, everyone. Growing up in the communist Czechoslovakia in the 70s and 80s, we had no toilet paper. I didn't know any better, so the newspaper alternative that my family provided was just fine for me. When I was growing up, I worshipped America. To me, it was this glorious country where people could say what they wanted. And in my country, you couldn't say what you wanted. You had to hide your beliefs. You had to lie. If you didn't, you were risking chance of your family or yourself going to jail. If you grew up during the times of the Cold War, you may have thought of us commies as the bad guys who wanted to take over the world, but nothing could be farther from the truth. When I was growing up, my father told my older brother and I that the only way out of the communist country and the communist regime to be good at athletics. If you worked hard and you were better than anyone else, then maybe then you'll have a chance to escape and go and accomplish your dreams. When I was 9, my brother, who was a very good ice hockey player, he escaped through the mountains of Yugoslavia, went into Austria, and spent 6 months in a refugee camp, digging ditches and hoping that he would be drafted by one of the professional hockey teams, either in Canada or America. His dream came true, and he was drafted by New Jersey Devils, where he spent 9 years playing in the NHL. When I was 17, the Berlin Wall came down, and so I was able to travel freely, and I didn't have to defect like my brother had to. I was able to travel to the West, and I was able to play a few tournaments in Texas where I met, as was mentioned here. I met a coach who coached at Midland Junior College. He offered me a scholarship, and I quickly accepted, of course. I was not prepared for the culture shock that I was about to experience. I spoke no English, so I had to learn English in 3 months while taking college courses. It was no fun, let me tell you. From then on, as it was mentioned again, I played for Grand Canyon University, a small Division II school. While playing for Grand Canyon, I caught the eye of Jeff Moore, who's sitting over here, who was the women's tennis coach at the University of Texas. At that time, it was one of the most accomplished and premier tennis programs in the country. When Jeff offered me a scholarship, I was honored, shocked, and extremely scared. because I was thinking, there's no way I can play in the starting lineup. And there's just no way. So to make it even worse, Jeff called me in May of 1993 to let me know that the team just won the national championship, at which point I lost any hope of ever playing for the team. I worked really hard that summer hoping for the best, and when I arrived at Texas, I found a group of girls who were hardworking, accomplished, not just on the tennis court, but in the classroom as well, and a group of coaches who were experts in their field, who pushed us every day. And the athletic department was the best in the country, and the support those student athletes were getting was the best in the country. Every day when I stepped on the court, I knew I had to work extremely hard. I was competing against the best in the country. And when you compete every day against players who'd rather eat the tennis ball than give you a point, you learn how to compete really fast. I remember the first time I played for Texas, wearing my oversized burnt orange men's polo shirt with sleeves going over my elbows, because Jeff didn't believe in girly shirts, and so we had to wear tough shirts, and I think it helped. Looking back now, Jeff. Even though I had some good results in individual tournaments, the biggest honor or the biggest accomplishment that I consider from my time at the University of Texas was winning the team national championship in 1995. To this day, when I listen to or when I hear "We Are the Champions" by Queen, I remember the van drive in Malibu Hills after we beat Florida in the finals 5-4. And actually, the clinching match of our national championship win was in a doubles match, and Anne Pastor, who is here, who was my teammate, she was actually the clincher of that match. So thank you, Anne, for that. I credit Jeff for creating such an amazing environment of learning and growing and pushing each other every day on the court. It enabled his teams to have so much success during his career at Texas, year in, year out. When I graduated from UT, again, Jeff found a job for me in one of the local tennis academies where I met my husband, Eric, who's sitting over there. I went on to be one of the founding coaches of the Austin Tennis Academy here in Austin, and I still work there today. I work with elite junior tennis players who aspire to play collegiate athletics, and I feel like I have a lot of experience and a lot of experience to share with them. Every day, I try to imprint the lessons that I learned at Texas from Jeff onto my students. I have to read this part. Work hard, never be satisfied with doing less than your best. Compete no matter what. Have patience to keep working on your goals, even when you don't see immediate results. I also try to imprint these lessons onto my children, Grace and Max. Max is a tennis player, so it's much easier to share my experiences of my past glory days and failures. Grace threw us a little curveball. She became a musician, which has not stopped me over the years to try to apply the same knowledge and same stories onto her. She calls my stories the barely comprehensible sports analogies that she does not understand. I'm so honored to be receiving this special recognition. It truly belongs to my family, belongs to my coaches, and belongs to my friends and my teammates. Two of my teammates are here today, Anne Pastor and Ashley Johnson-Wernley. Thank you for being here. There are also several alumni here from the past national championship teams sitting here, and they definitely paved the way for us to have the success that we were able to enjoy. I would like to thank the University of Texas. I would like to thank the athletic department for everything that you do for all of your student athletes. I'm so honored to be here today. Thank you, and hook 'em horns.